Brian Nickel and Corey Riddle back here at Fort Morgan High School as we turn our attention now to the boys game coming up here shortly. 2 minutes left here in this halftime as the boys are out warming up. The Frederick boys come in 8-7 overall, 7-3 in league, averaging 63.6 points a game, giving up 55.6. They are 32% from three-point land, 47% from two-point, and 62% from the free throw line. Fort Morgan comes in 0-13 overall, 0-9 in league play, averaging 37.9 points a game, giving up 68. Shooting 18% from three-point land, 32% from two-point land, and 53% from the free throw lane. Leading scorer for the Frederick Warriors is J.J. Strojic, 14.9 points a game. He is 31% from behind the arc, so pretty good average there for him. Jovan Aldana, 9.6 points a game, and he is shooting 73% from the free throw line, so don't want to be fouling him late on for the Golden Eagles. As far as the Mustangs, they finally got some information on max preps. Aiden Garber is the high scorer for the Mustangs, averaging 10.7 points a game. Tony Mendez at 5.2 and Charlie Langford at 5.4 points a game. Tony Mendez is shooting 43% from three-point line. I'm not sure just how many he has taken. Aiden Garber is 68% from the free throw line. So we'll see what the Mustangs can do here. The last time they played on the 12th of December, they were beat by a count of 66-31. So we'll see if they can improve on that. The girls certainly did improve on their time here against Frederick. As they get ready for the introductions here, we will get the starting lineups here just shortly. The Fort Morgan starting lineup is brought to you by B&B Appliance. B&B Appliance and Repair, from refrigerators to vacuums and everything in between. They have exactly what you need and service it too. So starting for your Fort Morgan Mustangs, they're sitting here in front of us, will be junior Tony Mendez, senior Aiden Garber, senior Jackson Wiedrich, as well as senior Charlie Langford and senior Jariah Blake. Starting for the Golden Eagles is going to be Marcus Garcia, a junior, as well as Zach Burt, a sophomore. Ian Buffington is a senior, 6'2" senior, as J.J. Strojic is a senior also starting. And then it will be Jovan Aldana starting for the Golden Eagles. Aldana is 6'7". Thought he looked fairly tall out there. We'll see how often they go to him in the paint, as he is going to be somewhat taller than anybody I believe that Fort Morgan has. The tallest Fort Morgan starters Charlie Langford didn't have a height on him, but I know Jovan Aldana will be the tallest kid out there on the court. So as they are now introducing the Fort Morgan boys team, the girls were defeated 57-20. I think it's going to be Christian Velasquez starting for the Mustangs. He's a junior. I got that number wrong just a minute ago. So jumping for the Mustangs will be Aiden Gerber, as he will go up against Jovan Aldana. we get set to get the boys' game started here as everybody is ready. A new set of referees here for the boys' game. And that ball is going to be controlled by Aldana into the hands of Zach Burton. Wide open from the left baseline. Shot is going to be up and no good. Rebound is going to go to Aldana. Rebound and the bucket. That's Mendez. Being guarded out front. Over on the far side now to Langford. Christian Velasquez back to Langford in the right corner. Mendez from the lane. His shot is going to be up and no good. Going to be tipped around and taken by Garver. And tipped out of bounds, but Mustangs will retain possession. Garver to look to get it in, does get it into Velasquez. His shot is going to be up and no good, going to be off of the Golden Eagles. So the Mustangs will retain possession. Tony Mendez to inbounds, gets it in to Garver. Garver keeps that dribble alive down to Langford on the high right wing. Behind the back dribble by Langford, picks it up. It's going to be tipped away, but Velasquez will retain it to Langford. His shot is going to be up and good for Charlie Langford. 2-2 here as we play early on. Layup is going to be up and good. Coast to coast is JJ Strungic. I don't think I'm probably pronouncing that correctly, but as the Mustangs get it into the front court, ball is going to be tipped and taken away by Aldana. And nice job there by Garver to slow it up, but it's still going to be up and in for Zach Burton. Charlie Langford hands it off to Garver out on the high right wing. Garver's going to, from the right elbow, underneath to Jackson Wiedrich. Nice play there by the Mustangs as Wiedrich is wide open underneath. 6-4 Eagles. Layup is going to be up and no good by the Eagles, Marcus Garcia. But that foul will be on Tony Mendez. That will be his first, team first. But Garcia will go to the line to shoot 2. They do shoot 62% from the free throw line. Free throw is up and good for Garcia. Jariah Blake in for Langford. Head coach David Marquez. Free throw up and no good. Rebounded by Tony Mendez. Ball is taken away. Layup is going to be up and good by Aldana. Full court pressure. That ball is going to be taken on the pass. That layup is going to be up and good by Ian Buffington. So these passes are not coming to the ball. They're letting the ball come to them, and then the Golden Eagles come right by them and intercept that pass. You've got to go towards that ball. And you've also got the guy that's passing that ball. You got to make sure what you're doing out there. You can't be making those long passes.
Yep.
So,
a couple back-to-back layups by the Golden Eagles there.
So 11-4 Eagles. I have 3 turnovers by Fort Morgan and none so far by the.
That's what I got too.
Golden Eagles. So 5:45 to go here. 11-4 early on Eagles. The Mustangs. Aiden Garver will inbounds as they will be facing some full court pressure from the Eagles. They try to trap in the corner. Jariah Blake to Jackson Wiedrich to Christian Velasquez. All the way underneath. He's going to Mendez in the corner. That ball is going to be tipped and taken away by the Eagles. Layup is going to be up and good by JJ Strojic. See why he leads it in the scoring. And a foul is going to be called on Joe Van Aldana, who's kind of away from the play. Yes, he knocked Aiden Garver into the student section. So Jariah Blake is off of Mendez and out of bounds. Once again, not a good pass by the Mustangs. Ball is going to be kicked by Gardner. Garcia will inbounds. He will get it back underneath to Aldana over in the corner. And that shot is going to be air ball. Rebound to Jackson Wiedrich. Garver with the layup up and good. Aiden Garver with the bucket. Over on the far side to Garcia. Cutting down the lane is going to be Burton, but there's going to be a foul called. I did not catch. That is going to be on Garver. That will be his first. As the Eagles with a three from the corner net is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Christian Velasquez. Into the hands of Jariah Blake. Now to Wiedrich, goes through his hands. That's just lazy on Wiedrich's part. You've got to watch that ball clear into your hands. You can't just be looking to see what you're going to do with it before you get it. So Wiedrich will come out. Gavin Taylor into the game for the Mustangs. 13-6. Golden Eagles on the near side to Burton. Into the corner to Strojic, and then shot is going to be up and good by Ian Buffington. Right in the lane. Back to Garver as he gets it up into the front court. 15-6, 9-point lead here for the another ill-advised pass going to be taken by the Eagles. Layup is going to be up and good by JJ Strojic once again. 6 points to get into the hands of Garver. Garver's going to go all the way down, but he's going to be fouled. That will be non-shooting, and that is going to be on Ian Buffington. That will be his first. So Blake will trigger it in for the Mustangs, left baseline of their basket. As the ball is tipped on the way in, but Garver with it. Jariah Blake with a three, up and off the side of the rim, and no good. Going to be rebounded by Garcia. Aldana into the front court. Pass to Strojic, and then over on the far side to Buffington, but that three is going to be straight away and no good. Going to be rebounded, finally taken away by Strojic. He's going to stop and pop for a three off the back of the rim and off the top of the board, and no good. So that'll be the first turnover on the Golden Eagles. It will be JJ Marquez into the game for Christian Velasquez. Jariah Blake gets it in to Garver, to JJ, back to Blake, now to Mendez for a three from the corner. Air ball rebounded by Garcia. Garcia out at the three-point line, gets it back from Justice, who is into the game. Over on the far side, that three is going to be up and no good by Strojic. Rebounded by Tony Mendez. The Mustangs need to work the ball here a little bit. Left elbow is JJ, back to Garver. Garver from the free throw line is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Ollie Justice. Little floater is going to be up and no good by Buffington. And off above it, Buffington and out of bounds. So turnover number 2 for the Golden Eagles. As Fort Morgan faces a little pressure here, they get it into Taylor. Now JJ Marquez, his little floater is going to be up and no good, going to be rebounded by Justice. Bounce pass into the corner to Buffington. Back to Aldana. Layup is going to be up and no good, but Buffington is going to be fouled. And that will be on Taylor. Be his first. So that will send Aldana to the line to shoot 2. 17-6 Eagles with 2:04 to go here, first period. As Aldana will shoot 2. Free throw is off the back iron and no good. Charlie Langford into the game for Tony Mendez. As the Mustangs look to hopefully come away with a rebound here if it's a miss. Nothing but the bottom of the net for Aldana. 5 points for Aldana, into the hands now of JJ to Taylor. Taylor had it ripped away from him, so layup is going to be up and good by Buffington. Aiden Garver, a wild pass, lost his balance, flipped it over his back. Layup is going to be up and good. A foul on JJ Marquez. And that bucket was good by Buffington. He will go to the line to shoot 1. Aldana will take a seat. In will be Jonathan Madera. 22-6. Minute 41 to go. Buffington free throw up and nothing but the bottom of the net. 9 points for Buffington. Timeout is going to be taken. Didn't see who took it for sure. It will be Fort Morgan will take a 30-second timeout. Sydney Regional Medical Center. Don't let an injury keep you out of the game. Check out Sydney Regional Medical Center in Sydney, Nebraska. Learn more at sydneyrmc.com. Northeastern, whether you're a traditional or non-traditional student looking for an associate's degree or a specialized, certificate, visit njc.edu. What are we looking like for rebounds there?
For rebounds, we have Mendez with 2, Garver with 1, Weedrick with 1, Velasquez with 1. For the Golden Eagles, Justice with 2, Garcia with 3, Prestwich with, Stronick with 1.
Sounds
and
good to me.
Aldana with 1. Sorry.
The Mustangs into the front court. Little jumper is going to be up and no good by Langford. Going to be rebounded by Nate Rickman. Handed off into the corner to Strojic. Being guarded by Langford. Going to be tipped away by Langford. Taken by Garver. Garver's layup up and good. The one-handed left-handed layup is up and good by Aiden Garver. 23-8. 3 from the corner is up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Madera. And that 3 from straight on is going to be no good. And turnover by the Eagles and then the Mustangs. Strojic shot is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Madera. His shot is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Garver. We're going to say that's on. Okay, that's going to be on. They call that on Taylor? Be the second on Taylor. With 47.7 seconds to go. And as they're talking it over here, make sure they know who was. So that's going to be 5 team fouls on the Mustangs, and that will send Madera to the line to shoot 2. First free throw is rattles in. His first bucket of the night, first point of the night, 24-8. As he receives the ball from the referee. Free throw is up and good by Madera. Full court pressure here still by the Eagles. Langford goes down but keeps the dribble alive, hands it off to Blake, now to Marquez. Marquez is going to lay it all up, and he's going to come up just short. Going to be rebounded by Justice. JJ just a little bit out of control when he got to the bucket. On the near side, and that three is going to be up and in and out, rebounded by Marquez. Down to 15 seconds. See if they're going to wait. Take the last one. Layup is going to be up and good. Nice layup there by Aiden Garver. And that foul will go on Madera. But Aiden Garver with the bucket. 6 points in this quarter for Aiden Garver. Apparently the foul was away from the ball. He did not shoot the one. To Garver. Garver's going to stop and pop for the three, and then it's going to be just off the front of the rim and no good. So after one, the Mustangs are down 15, 25-10. We go to quarter number 2 here on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Brian Nicklin, Corey Riddle back here at Stan Lampe Gymnasium in Fort Morgan. Christy Creighton back at the controls for us tonight. Mustangs will take possession here to start off period number 2. Into the hands of Blake. It's across midcourt. Keeps that dribble alive. He's going to hand off to Garver on the right wing. Underneath to J.J. Marquez. Up and good at the bucket is J.J. Marquez. Nice job there by the Mustangs to work the offense there and get a bucket out of it. Golden Eagles underneath. Shot is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Madera. Madera back into the corner. He's going to give it back up to Garcia. Over on the far side to Rickman. Now Ollie Justice on the near side. And that three is going to be up and good for Dante Lachuga. Nice pass to Garver, but Garver could not come up with it. Not Garver, excuse me, Taylor. It's going to be off of Frederick and out of bounds at the far end. Jariah Blake will come out. Tony Mendez back into the game for the Mustangs. And it's Gaten Garver to trigger it in, get it into JJ in the corner. Back to Langford out on the high left wing. Now to Garver. Left baseline shot is going up and good for the three from Aiden Garver. 9 points on the night for Garver, 25-13. Shot is going to be up and no good. 28-15, there we go. As the Mustangs work their end of the offense. Tony Mendez with a shot. It's going to be up and no good. Rebounded and taken by Lachuga. Up court quickly is Garcia. His layup is going to be up and no good. Saved by Fort Morgan, but into the hands of the Golden Eagles. That shot is up and no good, but it's rebounded by Charlie Langford. Langford gets it back. Nice feed there to Garver. Nice give and go there from Langford to Garver. It will be Garcia. Picks up his dribble over on the far side to Lachuga. Back to Garcia. Into the corner to Rickman. A deep three by Lachuga off the back of the rim and no good. Going to be rebounded by Justice. Pass underneath is going to go off in the hands of Rickman and out of bounds. So they have 5 turnovers by the Golden Eagles. And now major changes here for the Eagles as they're starting 5 back into the game now. They're going to get it up court quickly to the Mustangs, get it into the hands of Marquez. Tony Mendez is going to drive it. His layup is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded and taken away by Aldana. Aldana's going to drive it all the way down. He's going to kick it out in the corner to Strojic, and that three is up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Aldana. Into the corner to Garcia. Ball is going to be tipped and taken away. Turnover to the Mustangs. Garver with a two-handed slam. So Garver having a nice night here. Now a foul is going to be called on JJ as Strojic goes by. So that will be 2 on JJ. Strojic to get it in to Aldana. Now up top to Garcia. Back to Strojic. Feed in the middle to Burton. Back out top, and that three is going to be up and good by Marcus Garcia. Not sure what's going on. And then a foul on Strojic, I believe. Be his first. So Tony Mendez. Oh, cross-court pass. Not a good pass. That is a pass that cannot be made. Aldana goes in. Layup is no good as he knocks Tony Mendez to the floor. So JJ all the way down. Layup is going to be up and good for Marquez. 4 points on the night for Marquez. 31-21. 10-point deficit here for the Mustangs as the Mustangs are working hard here trying to cut into this deficit. Little jumper is going to be in and out. Tony Mendez with the free throw, or with the rebound, excuse me. And that foul is going to go on Zach Burton, his first. So 3:52 to go, 31-21 as the Mustangs will inbounds. Get it into Garver in the corner. Now to JJ Marquez as he gets it up into the front court. Kicks it off to Blake in the left corner. That three is up and no good. Going to be rebounded to JJ Strojic. Bounce pass layup is going to be up and good by Zach Burton, and then he was fouled. And that's going to go on Jariah Blake. That will be his first. So that will send Burton to the line to shoot one. As Christian Velasquez into the game for JJ Marquez. Yes. Free throw is up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Jariah Blake. Into Jackson Weidrich. Jariah Blake on the far side. He's going to drive it all the way down, and his pass is going to be tipped out of bounds off of the Golden Eagles and out of bounds. So it will be Mustang ball, left baseline of their basket. 3:26 to go, 33-21. Get it into Weidrich. He's going to hand it off to Langford. It's knocked away, but he does get it back. Langford's going to drive it up, and he is going to be called for the travel. 12 turnovers for the Mustangs. What do you got for the
Seven.
7? Okay. Aldana loses the ball, but tips it off to Buffington for the basket. 35-21. It was a 10-point. Well, he didn't call travel on Garver as he stood on the floor. Jariah Blake to Garver. Garver thought he was going to stop and pop, but he's going to go up with the left-handed layup. Up and no good. They're going to call Aiden Garver with the foul. Never did see him put it up. And it will be on Garver. That will be his second. So Broden Jess into the game for Garver. Into the corner to Burton. being double teamed. Now a foul is going to be called. See who that's going to go on. And that will be on Charlie Langford, his first. Eagles will inbound just in front of the Mustang bench. 35-21, 14-point lead. They get it into Strojic in the backcourt as he works it up into the front court over on the far side to Garcia. Being double teamed there, back to Strojic. Buffington in the lane, he loses it off of the Mustangs, and it will stay with the Golden Eagles. And that foul will go on Christian Velasquez. That will be his first. So Buffington will go to the line to shoot 2. 5 team fouls on the Mustangs in this quarter, only 2 so far for the Eagles. Buffington free throw number 1 up and good. He hit his only other free throw earlier on in the first period. 36-21. 2:25 to go. Next free throw also up and good for Buffington. Nice looking shots there by Buffington. Into the hands of Jess. Back to Jariah Blake, to Langford, to Velasquez. Through Velasquez's hands into the hands of the Golden Eagles. Strojic into the lane. A 3 from the corner is going to be up and no good. Going to be tipped around and taken by Strojic. And then a foul on the far side, and that's going to be on Christian Velasquez. That will be his second. So that will send Strojic to the line to shoot 2. Mustangs have yet to shoot a free throw. That free throw is up and good. For Strojic. 7 points, 8 points for Strojic. 39-21. It's gotten away from the Mustangs here. They had cut this down to 10. 39-21. Langford with a little turnaround. Up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Meldana. Reverse layup is going to be up and good by Buffington. Mustangs have got to get back on defense. Into the hands of Jariah Blake. Now to Jess. Jess is going to, thought he was going to shoot, did not. Foul is going to be called on the Eagles. I did not, 30.
I think I saw Meldana.
I did, oh, okay, sorry, could not get the number there, so that's his second. Had a brain freeze there for a minute, couldn't pick out number 32. So Marquez back into the game. That shot is going to be up and no good, going to be rebounded and taken by Strojic. Pop from the free throw line. That is going to be up and no good, and that will be on Broden Jess. Need to get him on the sheet here. That will be his first. That free throw is up and good. Once again for JJ Strojic. 42-21, 43-21. Mustangs get the ball into Gavin Taylor, to Jess. Ball is going to be tipped away and taken by the Eagles. Layup is going to be up and good by Zach Burton. Mustangs throw it away. On their possession. So under a minute to go here, first period, 45-21. Get the ball. The 3 is going to be taken from the far side. That is up and no good by Garcia and rebounded by Taylor. JJ Marquez down at the far end with a layup up and good. 6 points on the night by JJ. JJ Strojic picks up his dribble, 36 seconds left. Right-handed layup is going to be up and no good. Ball is going to be tipped and taken away finally by Riedrich. J.J. Marquez off to Broden Jess. Low jumper from the right baseline is going to be up and good for Jess. 15 seconds to go. J.J. Strodnick all the way down. His layup is going to be in and out. Going to be rebounded by Blake. J.J. Marquez layup is going to be up and good. So the Mustangs getting a little inroad here at the end. Ball is going to be blocked by Gavin Taylor. Nice job as Zach Burton was going to let one go, but Gavin Taylor with the block. So at the end of period number 2, the Eagles lead at 45-27. We will be back with the halftime show here on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Brian Nickel and Corey Riddle back here at Stan Laffey Museum. Where'd that come from?
I don't
Stan
know.
Laffey Gymnasium. As halftime winds down here, it will be possession to the Frederick Golden Eagles as they lead at 45-27. Looks like the original starting 5 for the Fort Morgan Mustangs: Christian Velasquez, Aiden Garver, Jackson Weidrich, Charlie Langford, and Tony Mendez. As the clock winds down here. Up next for the Mustangs will be tomorrow. They will be home to the Weld Central Rebels. I believe it's a 5:30 start for the girls, a 7 o'clock start for the boys. So it will be Zach Burton as he gets it in to Marcus Garcia. Garcia drives it down far past to Strojic. No foul called. 2 is up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Garcia to Buffington, back to Garcia. Now to Strojic out on the high left wing underneath Aldana. On the cut is going to be Burton. Now underneath to Aldana. Aldana, a little turnaround. The layup is going to be up and good by Joe Van Aldana. 7 points on the night for Aldana. Aiden Garver with a hesitation, a foul on the far side, and then it's going to be Aldana with his 3rd. So the Mustangs will inbounds far side in front of the student section. Charlie Langford triggered in for the Mustangs to get it into Garver. Garver's going to stop and pop for the 3. The air ball by Garver going to be taken away finally by Langford. Tony Mendez with a shot. It's going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Burton. Burton on the far side now to Strojic, wide open. That 3 is up and good. You cannot leave him open like that. 13 points on the night for J.J. Strojic. To the hands of Garver. Garver's going to drive it all the way down, and then he is going to be fouled on the drive, on the shot actually, by Burton. So that would be his 2nd. So Garver will go to the line. First time tonight for the Mustangs at the free throw line. First free throw is up and good for Garver. 14 points on the night for Garver. He bends, shoots off the back iron and no good. Going to be rebounded to Strojic. Into the front court, off now to Garcia. Garcia out at the high point, back to Strojic on the left wing. Up top to Buffington, underneath to Aldana. Aldana muscles his way in. Shot is going to be up and good by Jovan Aldana. Pressure here once again by the Eagles as the Mustangs do get it into the front court though. Tony Mendez is going to drive it all the way down. His shot is going to be blocked by Aldana. He said it was off of Fort Morgan. Must have blocked it off of the Mustangs and out of bounds. So we'll call that a turnover. 16 on the night for Fort Morgan. Garcia, high left wing, now on the far side to Burton. Back to Garcia. They're going to get it into Aldana. Tipped away by Aldana. That is going to be, little jumper is going to be up and no good. Going to be tipped around and finally off of the Eagles, not out of bounds. J.J. Marquez has come into the contest for Jackson Wiedrich into the hands of Tony Mendez. Mendez is going to drive it all the way down. He's going to stop, look for Garver. Garver back to Mendez out at the high point. Now Mendez is going to drive it all the way down. Left-handed layup is going to be up and no good, but he's going to go to the line to shoot 2. And that will be on Buffington. That will be his second. So Tony Mendez will go to the line to shoot 2. First free throw up off the front of the rim and no good. It's 52-28. Mustangs have been outscored 7-1 here in this third period. 5:29 to go. Mendez second shot up and good. So Garcia with the left-handed dribble being guarded by Langford. Crosses over. You're going to go underneath. Too high to Aldana, so that will be turnover for the Eagles, and then the Mustangs return the favor as Charlie Langford's pass is too high for J.J. Marquez. Now Garcia into the front court. Man-to-man defense here for the Mustangs, and then a foul is going to be called. A charge is going to be, a blocking foul will be called on Jovan Aldana. That will be 4 for him. See, he will come out, and in will come Ollie Justice. So backcourt pressure still by the Eagles. They get it into Christian Velasquez, now to Garver. Garver keeps that left-handed dribble alive. He's going to stop. Going to give it off to Marquez. Marquez going to drive it into the lane. Little turnaround is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Garcia. Up and layup is going to be up and no good by Buffington, and that will be on JJ. That will be number 3 on Marquez. That will send Buffington to the line to shoot 2. He is 3 of 3 from the free throw line. Gavin Taylor set to come in for the Mustangs. First free throw up and good by Buffington. Next one also up and good. Now a pass is thrown away on the far side. Turnover Mustangs. It will be Garcia with his left-handed dribble out high being guarded by Langford. Now Buffington on the left wing, back off to Garcia. Up top to Burton. He hands it off to Justice out at the point. Keeps that dribble alive. He's going to give it off to Buffington. Buffington for a deep 3, up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Mendez. Mendez goes down. He slides, but is not called for the travel as the Mustangs get it up into Gavin Taylor. Gavin Taylor's going to drive it down. He's going to kick it off to Garver out at the left wing. Now back to Charlie Langford. Here they're going to call him for the shuffle. So 19 turnovers by the Mustangs. As they will take possession here, Garcia out at the point, behind the back dribble. Ball is going to be tipped away, but they're going to call that foul on Langford. That will be his second. As they inbounds, get the ball into Garcia. Garcia's stops and pops for the three, up and no good, but Buffington with a rebound, up and no good once again, rebounded by Taylor. Pass down to Marquez. His layup is going to be up and no good, going to be rebounded, but that's going to be over the back on Charlie Langford. Upset with himself. So Jariah Blake will come in for Langford. And the timeout is going to be taken. A 30-second timeout will be taken. Miller's Landscaping, you put so much time and effort into your show animals, offering a wide selection of livestock feed and supplies. Stop by 19645 County Road Q in Fort Morgan. Premier Farm Credit. For over 100 years, they've been providing affordable, reliable, and consistent credit. Visit PremierACA.com.
Mustangs down 25 right now, 54-29. Eagles.
3:28 to go, yeah. It was, what, an 18-point lead, I guess, at halftime, so. Let's see if I can see what Ian Buffington, what he is shooting from the free throw lane. He's made all of his attempts tonight. Shoots at 58%. He's 100% tonight. So Frederick in the left corner. Being guarded by Garver. Up top to Buffington over on the far side to Justice. He's going to stop and pop from the left wing. Up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Jariah Blake, but he is going to be fouled by Strojic. Be his second. 5 team fouls, so that will send Jariah Blake to the line to shoot 2. So the Mustangs finally getting to the charity stripe here. They're only 2 of 4 so far. We'll see if Blake can improve on that a little bit. Off the front of the rim and no good. Into the game is Dante Lechuga for Burton. And Jariah Blake bends, shoots, and off the back rim and no good. Going to be rebounded by Strojic. Into the hands of Garcia, being guarded by Blake. Gets a nice screen now to even Buffington, and he is going to be fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2. I believe that will be on Tony Mendez. And that will be his second. So Buffington back to the line to shoot 2, where he is 5 of 5 so far tonight. 6 of 6. 18 points on the night for Buffington. Free throw number 2, rims in. So the Mustangs step out of bounds on the far side. Turnover Mustangs. They have 20.
That's where I'm setting that too.
Okay.
8 for the Eagles.
Yep. So Garcia guides this offense here now underneath. That shot is going to be up and no good by Madera. J.J. Marquez, little jumper from the lane, is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Marquez, and he is going to be fouled. So Marquez will go to the line to shoot 2. See if that's on Madera. I believe it is. That will be on Jonathan Madera. That will be his second. So J.J. Marquez to go to the line to shoot 2. First free throw off the front of the rim. That's the way J.J. or that's the way Aiden did it and Tony did it. First one right off the front of the rim.
A little bit more push.
Next one off the side of the rim and no good. Going to be rebounded by Mendez, but then turned over by the Mustangs as Garcia underneath but off of the hands of Lechuga. So turnover number 9 by the Eagles. 2:22 to go here, 56-29. Taylor's going to stop and pop for the 3 off the rim and no good. Going to be rebounded by Justice. Buffington now is going to drive it all the way down. His right-handed layup is going to be up and good by Ian Buffington. 21 points on the night for Buffington into the hands of Mendez. Now to Garver. Garver's going to stop and pop for the 3. Air ball. Said it was off of Blake as he was stepping out of bounds. So turnover Mustangs. So Buffington on the year is averaging 9.8 points a game. He's sitting at 21 right now. So an illegal screen is going to be set by Jonathan Madera, so that will be his 3rd. Into the game will be Nate Rickman. He will replace Madera. Mustangs will inbounds in front of the Golden Eagle bench, get it in to Garber, now to Mendez, to Blake. Blake underneath, off of Garcia and out of bounds. So the Mustangs will retain possession and they will inbounds with Marquez to trigger it in, right baseline of their basket. They get it in to Taylor. Hands it off to Garber. Garber with the left-handed layup underneath to Taylor. He misses the layup and then rebounded with the tie-up, and that will remain with the Mustangs. Marquez once again to trigger it in to Taylor. Taylor's shot is going to be blocked, but Tony Mendez with the rebound and shot up and no good, but he is fouled on the shot. And I believe that is on Buffington. That will be his 3rd. So Mendez to go back to the line to shoot 2. 1 of 2 just a little bit ago. 58-29, minute 26 to go, 3rd period. Free throw. There you go, Tony. Up and good. 2 points on the night for Mendez. Back into the game is going to be Burton. He'll replace Buffington. 58-30. Free throw by Mendez is up and good. 58-31. Burton off to Garcia. Garcia back to Burton from the 3-point line. No, he's going to give it off to Lechuga. Cutting layup is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Marquez. Marquez is going to drive it all the way down. His layup is going to be up and good by JJ. 10 points on the night for Marquez. Too high a pass thrown away by the Golden Eagles. 10 on the night for the Eagles. On turnovers, 22 by the Mustangs. Going to give it off to Taylor. Taylor's going to drive it all the way down. He's going to kick it off, but stolen in the corner by the Eagles. As Lechuga gets it up the court quickly, his layup is going to be up and no good, but he is going to be fouled on the shot on the drive. And that will be on Taylor. That will be his 3rd. And that will send Dante Lechuga to the line for his first trip to the free throw line tonight. He had a 3 in the 2nd quarter. Free throw is up and good. Free throw number 2 off the front of the rim and no good. Buffington, or the Eagles get the ball back, shot up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Marquez. Excuse me. Jariah Blake in the right corner. Going to have it tipped away from the back. JJ with the shot, going to be up and good. Right at the bucket is JJ Marquez. 12 points on the night for Marquez. Nice job by JJ tonight. Underneath, that shot is going to be up and no good by Rickman, but he was fouled on the shot. We'll see who that's going to go on. And that will be on JJ. That will be 4 on Marquez. And that will send Rickman to the line to shoot 2. Be his first trip to the line for the senior. Free throws up and good. Nate Rickman. Next free throw up and also good. 2 points on the night for Rickman. Full court pressure here by the Eagles with 17 seconds to go. Aiden Garber hesitates, drives the baseline, gives it off to Mendez. Mendez for the three, up and no good. Then rebounded by Burton. Burton with the hesitation being guarded by Blake. 5 seconds. Back to Burton. Back to the three is going to be up and good by Ollie Justice. Right at the buzzer. So after three, it is a 64-35 lead for the Eagles as we go to period number 4 here on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Start period number 4, it will be possession to the Golden Eagles as they lead it by 29. We'll see if the Mustangs can keep this from going to a running clock. Burton back out to Lechuga out at the point. Lechuga gets it off now to Justice. Justice all the way down, but he's going to be rebounded by Gavin Taylor. Driver on the far left wing. Going to drive it in, going to stop and pop off the front of the rim. No good. Going to be rebounded by Burton. Burton drives it all the way down, then he loses it out of bounds. An unforced error there. 11 on the night for the Golden Eagles. Jackson Weidrich back into the game for the Mustangs. Into the hands of Garver in the backcourt. Crosses over, now gives it to Langford, who tried to get it to Taylor and ended up going off of Garcia and out of bounds. So the Mustangs will retain possession. Taylor triggers it into Weidrich. Taylor's going to stop and pop for the three off the backboard. No good. Going to be rebounded by Burton. Into the hands now of Justice. Justice into the corner to Garcia. His three is going to be air ball. Garcia with the bucket on the drive from the baseline. That's going to be up and good. And that is going to be on Gavin Taylor. That will be his fourth. So Garcia with the bucket and going to the line to shoot one. Up and good. Langford to Weidrich. Now to Taylor. In the front court pass is going to be kicked. Will remain in the possession of the Mustangs as Garver will trigger it in for the Mustangs. Gets it into Weidrich in the right corner. Up top to Langford. Now on the left side to Garver. Garver with a head fake back to Langford. Tipped away momentarily, but Langford with the shot. Up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Burton. Burton drives it all the way down, and Justice with the shot. Going to be up and good for Ollie Justice. (69-35). Pass underneath, out of the reach of Gavin Taylor. 24 turnovers by the Mustangs. 4 changes now for the Golden Eagles as Jovan Aldana comes back in along with Jonathan Madera. Jariah Blake comes out, Broden Jess in. Broden Jess with 1 bucket so far tonight. Strojic gets the screen, going to drive it in. Little floater is going to be up and good for J.J. Strojic. 15 points on the night for Strojic. With a 36-point lead by the Golden Eagles. Turnover by the Mustangs into the corner for Buffington. That three is up and good for Ian Buffington. Now a full timeout is going to be taken here by head coach David Marquez. So they are down 74 to 35. So it's gotten away from them here in this fourth period. Being outscored 10-0 so far in this quarter. Weston Engineering Consultants, since 2003, they've been providing big firm product with small firm relationships. Visit westerneci.com for more. So the Mustangs with 25 turnovers, and I have 11 so far for the
You'd be correct on that.
Golden Eagles. The Mustangs will fall to 0-14, 0-10 in league play. Frederick will improve to 9-7 overall, 8-3 in league play. Bowden just hands off to Langford, gets a screen from JJ underneath, but that ball is going to be tipped and taken away. Could not get it into JJ. Strojic's going to go all the way down now into the corner. Nice job there by Charlie Langford to draw the foul, draw the charge. And that will be on JJ Strojic, and it was only his third. As the Mustangs get it into Garver with the running clock now. JJ has the ball tipped away momentarily, and then they're going to call a foul as JJ tried to get it back. I believe that will be it for JJ. That is 5 on JJ. Does not know it yet. So let's see who will come in for the Mustangs. It will be Royer Alvarez coming in for JJ. So it will be possession Golden Eagles. They get the ball into Strojic. He's going to drive it to the right elbow. It goes off of him. That was a late foul. Aldana was already going away, and they called a foul on Jackson Weidrich. That will be his first. So into the game will be, for the Mustangs, Yateli Busanera, along with Chase Prouty. See if we have all these numbers down here for the Golden Eagles that have come in. Alex Clapp has come in. Into the hands now of Prestwich. Underneath it and off of the hands of Cole Davis and out of bounds. So 12 turnovers for the Golden Eagles. Into the hands of Prouty. Now to Alvarez. Going to be off of Alvarez's foot and out of bounds. He was pressured right there at midcourt. 27 turnovers Mustangs. And Christian Velasquez, he'll come in for Jackson Weidrich. So the Golden Eagles into the hands of Lechugas. He gets it up into the front court. Little stutter step there. He's going to stop. And he's going to hit the cutter, and that is going to be Gibbs. But underneath, as his pass goes to Cole Davis for 2. Now Christian Velasquez kicks it off to Prouty. Prouty for 3, up and no good. Going to be rebounded and taken by Gibbs. Over on the near side, and that 3 is going to be up, and that is going to be good for Marcus Prestwich. So lights out here for the Golden Eagles here. They have lit it up here in this fourth period as Chase Prouty runs it down now to Velasquez on the right baseline. Keeps that dribble alive. Now he's going to turn. He's going to give it off to Prouty, but it goes by Prouty, but Bustanera will pick it up out at half court. Bustanera with a 3, and that is going to be up and good for Yateli Bustanera. Nice shot there by Yateli. On the far side now to Gibbs, and that 3 is going to be up and no good. Going to be tipped around and rebounded by Alvarez. Perez brings it up court, gets it off to Broden Jess on the high left wing. Ball is going to be tipped out of Christian's hand. Mustangs will retain possession. A minute 28 to go, 79-38 Eagles into the hands of Busanera. Nice job there by Christian Velasquez as he gets it back from Prouty. Now to Broden Jess. Broden Jess into the lane. His shot is going to be up and no good, but he was fouled on the shot. And that foul will go on Marcus Prestwich. That will be his first. So Broden Jess will go to the line to shoot 2. First free throw off the back rim and no good. 79-38 Eagles with a minute 7 to go here. Mustangs will be home tomorrow night to the Weld Central Rebels. It will follow the girls' game that tips at 5:30. That free throw is up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Christian Velasquez. And then he is going to be called for the travel. That will be 28 turnovers. As the clock runs into the hands of Clapp as he drives it all the way down, and he's going to hand it off and give it back out to Prestwich, I believe. And that three is going to be up and good by Prestwich. Back-to-back threes for Prestwich. Jess into the front half of the court here. Down to 30 seconds, 82-38. Christian Velasquez with a shot going to be up and good for Christian Velasquez, his first bucket of the night. Now Clapp, his shot is going to be up and no good, but they're going to call a foul. I don't know why they're attacking the rim so hard. I believe that was on Busanera. That would be his first. I don't know why they just don't pull it out. There's 12 seconds. I'm not sure why they keep attacking the rim. That free throw is up and no good by Alex Clapp. So free throw number 2 to come up here. 82-40, 42-point lead, 43-point lead. Second free throw is good. Into the hands of Jess, 10 seconds to go. See if we can do this last 5 seconds without a stoppage. The Busanera with a deep three, and that is off the rim and no good. So the Mustangs fall to the Eagles by 43 points, 83-40. We will take a break and be back with the post-game show here on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Mustang post-game show is brought to you by Advanced Agri Solutions. Get a full plan of seed, food, and water for your field. Now is the time to begin your planning for next year's growing season. Call Dusty or Roxy at 970-571-2024. Well, the Mustangs fall by a count of 83-40. The Golden Eagles scoring was led by Ian Buffington with 24. He was followed by J.J. Strojic with 15. Jovan Aldana with 9. Jonathan Madera with 2. Marcus Prestwich with 6. Alex Clapp with 1. Nate Rickman with 2. Cole Davis with 2. Zach Burton with 6. Marcus Garcia with 7. Ollie Justice with 5. And Dante Lechuga with 4. They were 20 of 25 from the free throw line were the Golden Eagles. Leading the way for the Mustangs tonight is going to be Aiden Garver with 14. He is followed up by J.J. Marquez with 12. And then 3 apiece for Tony Mendez and Yatelli Busanera. And then 2 apiece for Charlie Langford, Christian Velasquez, and Broden Jess, each with 2 for their 40. The Mustangs were 4 of 12 from the free throw line. All those came in the second half. They did not shoot a free throw in that first half. So
we're going to start with turnovers first for the Frederick Eagles. They had 12 for the night. Mustangs sitting at 28. For the rebounds, we'll start with the Golden Eagle boys. They had a total of 32 for Aldana with 4, Madera 3, Strojic 6, Buffington, Rickman with 1, Burton with 4, Garcia with 7, Justice with 5, and Achuga with 1 for a total of 32. Fort Morgan boys setting that 27 turnovers tonight. Jariah Blake with 3, Christian Velasquez with 3, Gavin Taylor 2, Trey Langford 3, Royer Alvarez with 1, Jay Jackson Weedwick with 2, JJ Marquez with 5, Aiden Garber with 2, and Tony Mendez with 6. So tough loss for the boys tonight. Hopefully they can do better come tomorrow night.
Yep, they'll have the Weld Central Rebels coming into town tomorrow night. The Frederick Warriors will improve to 9-7 overall, 8-3 in league. The Mustangs fall to 0-14 overall and 0-10 in league play. And as Corey said, they will be home tomorrow night, as well as the girls to the Weld Central Rebels. For tonight, the sound engineer and producer for Morgan Mustangs basketball has been Christy Creighton. For Corey Riddle, this is Brian Nickel. Once again, the scores tonight: the girls fall 57-20, the boys go down 83-40. You've been listening to Fort Morgan Mustangs basketball on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network.